Alright, so as you can see right here, I am playing Tomb Raider 2013, which can be still considered as a fairly high graphical game on a normal Samsung mobile phone, and this is not even a flagship model. And let's not make it feel like a cringe advertisement. I'm not sponsored by Nvidia. Everyone knows it is GeForce Now. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about it and how to install it, plus some more things. So let's begin. What is up, gamers? My name is Priyam, and you might have heard this word before. GeForce Now. Well, that's two words, but anyway. So as I have already mentioned, this is Tomb Raider 2013, which can still be considered as a fairly high graphical game, and I'm playing it right now on 60 FPS max settings on this mobile phone. And you probably are not able to see the 60 FPS, which is because I'm recording in 25, but whatever. So how am I doing this? Well, as I've mentioned before, it is all being done from a single app called GeForce Now. And what GeForce Now is basically a cloud gaming service by Nvidia. Which brings up a new question: what the heck is cloud gaming? Well, to explain it in the most simplest way possible, think of it as Nvidia has like a million PCs with RTX 3080s, and in each and every one of them, and none of those PCs have a monitor. And what you're doing here basically is that you're using your mobile or whichever device you're going to use to use this Nvidia or GeForce Now service as the monitor for that PC. And that's not enough. You get to control the game, not just see it, no matter where you are. Now, this whole Nvidia GeForce Now thing is like free. You can say it is free, but it also has a paid option, and that will cost you $4.99 USD a month and give you extra features like RTX on and no time limit and stuff like that. However, I do think that the free version is gonna be more than enough for all of you to try out this amazing thing. You can play any games like Cyberpunk or Witcher 3 as long as you own them on any platform like Steam, GOG or Epic Games. And even if you do not own any of these games, you can play all of the free-to-play games like CSGO or Fortnite or like Apex Legends and more. And a small tip for you, I make videos on this channel about games that are free to claim, and if you don't understand that, basically games that have like a 100% discount. Like recently we had Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is a $40 game, but all of us got it for free. It was a limited time thing, but now everyone who owns it forever. And even big games like GTA 5, Far Cry 3 and even more. So if you wanna stay tuned about all that, make sure that you subscribe. So now coming back to the main topic of this video, GeForce Now. What are the things that you're going to need in order to use this service? You can do it on a Android phone, macOS like my MacBook right here, or a Windows PC that doesn't even have a GPU, a Chromebook, and even more stuff. It is also in beta for iOS, but that's gonna be for a whole another video. That's it with the devices. I am like 100% sure you have at least something from that list, but the most important thing that you're going to need is a proper internet connection. And with proper, I meant something stable and something with no data limit. Like I use GeoFiber, but you can use anything, because this is going to consume data like Joey used to consume sandwiches. Haha, dad joke. And you also have to be in one of these countries, and if you're not, like as you can see, India is not there, in that case, VPN and away. So if you're in one of those countries that I just showed you right now, you can just go to Play Store, search for GeForce Now and then download it. But if you're not, just like me, go to the link in the description, download the GeForce Now APK and then install it. After which, once again, if you're not from one of those countries, you will have to download any VPN that can give you access to United States VPN or UK or any countries that was shown in that list. I personally prefer UK because it is a lot closer than US, and it also Nvidia also has servers there. Now connect to that VPN and go to the third link in the description. And right there, make an Nvidia account if you don't have one already, and if you have one, sign in. I'm just gonna sign in with Facebook because I'm lazy. You can also do that, by the way. And then once your account is ready, click on upgrade or whatever it shows there, and then click on join the free membership. Once you do that, open the GeForce Now app and sign in with your Nvidia account in there. Once done, open up settings and go to GeForce Now. Make sure that you are signed in with the account you want to, and then configure these settings like I am doing. You can keep the server as automatic, and stream quality, I keep it 1080p 60 fps, but depending on your internet you can change it. And now come back. If you have a Steam account, go to Game Sync and then link your Steam account right there. For Epic Games, you play GOG, whatever, you don't have to link your accounts to Nvidia GeForce Now, but once you start any of those games that belongs to one of these platforms, you will have to sign in once with either of those accounts. For example, my time at Portia belongs to Epic Games, and hence now it will ask me to sign in with my Epic Games account, which I'll have to do. Now here comes the main part, starting a game. Once you start a game, you can either use the keyboard to play, which I don't think you will use because it literally overlaps the screen. You can also connect your mouse and keyboard externally using USB, or you can also use a gamepad. Now since I cannot use either of those right now, I'm just going to use the on-screen gamepad, which I think looks really terrible because it hides many parts of the game, but whatever. Right here you can also zoom into the game to adjust the frame as per your device. But the biggest challenge that you're going to face is getting into a game, because it takes a lot of time, because there are hundreds of other players trying to get in games just like you. And unless you have a premium membership, you'll have to be patient and wait. Sometimes it could take a lot no matter which device you're on, but it's the only way. However, I do have a suggestion. Try logging in a time when, for example, it's nighttime in UK or nighttime in US. Just try doing it at that time, because then people would be sleeping there and you would have more chances of getting in a rig faster. Now so far I've tried Witcher 3 and Tomb Raider. Both of them looked really great. However, there was some delay which shouldn't be an issue to you if you're playing single player games. However, for games like CSGO, of course it will be an issue. But if I was you, I would rather stick to single player games. Also, I didn't really provide steps for other operating systems like Windows or Mac, but I do have a link in the description. It's actually even simpler in those devices. You will need a VPN, however, but just download the setup, install it, and do all the same stuff like sign in with your Nvidia account, blah blah, and just launch the games. So we are now at the end of this video. Hopefully this video was helpful. Make sure to leave a like if it was, and join our Discord server if you need any further help, or you can also comment on below your opinions on Nvidia GeForce Now. My personal opinion on this would be it's a great thing for people who are who wanna play big AAA games but do not wanna spend into a PC, especially for people who travel a lot and cannot have a PC, or if you have recently bought a very expensive MacBook and you don't wanna buy a separate gaming laptop just for gaming. In this case, GeForce Now is for you. I'm really excited for it to officially launch in our country or other countries where it is not, because in that case the experience would be a lot better. There would be no delay. But until then, stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. See you all in the next one.